Well, hey there, folks, and welcome to Tesla Northwest and EVs. Where am I at? I'm at beautiful Deception Pass, about halfway between Anacortes and Oak Harbor on Whidbey Island. And we are going to test the latest version of FSD Beta 11.4.4, going from Oak Harbor to my home. It's about a 20-minute drive, so strap in. We'll see how it goes. There's roundabouts, passing lanes, narrow lanes, a really beautiful bridge, and all kinds of different things in between. So won't you join me on this awesome drive as we head across Deception Pass Bridge from Oak Harbor to Anacortes. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the flip side. All right, folks, and I thought I'd bring you this beautiful view before we start our drive. As you can see, we're looking out at Dire Straits. And as we turn, we can see Deception Pass Bridge. Beautiful bridge. It's a two-part bridge built back in the early 20th century, and it is just awesome. So we'll be going across that and heading back to Anacortes. So thanks again, and if you ever get a chance to head up to the San Juans, you got to go over to Whidbey Island and check out Deception Pass and Deception Pass Bridge. All right, folks, let's get in the car and let's see how this does. Talk to you later and catch you on the flip side. All right, hey there, folks. We are getting ready to head from Oak Harbor to Anacortes. So hold on to your butts. And we've got a special guest today. My lovely wife, FSD Engaged, has decided to join us. So we have about 16 miles and 25 minutes to go. And we're going to head on home. We're going to take State Route 20. This is what's known as the highway or State Route 20 spur. Heads over to Whidbey Island, and then this is Oak Harbor. So this is where the Naval Air Station Whidbey is. And I believe those are, what are they, A6 Growlers? And we might see a couple of those as we leave town. So we're sitting here waiting to make our right. We should have an opportunity here in just a moment. And we did. We're pulling right in front of a guy on a motorcycle. I feel a little bad about that, but overall, not bad. Okay, so that was well done. The guy on the motorcycle wasn't upset. We're at a good speed, and we are going to see how things go. Yeah, my beautiful wife decided to join us, so this will be a good test on how good FSD does. We're using the latest version, 11.4.4. And unlike a lot of FSD testers, my wife isn't afraid to use it. She doesn't like it all the time, but she does use it quite frequently. Okay, so here we can see the car is doing something that it shouldn't. This is that lane diving. And why we're making a turn here, I don't know. But we're gonna let the car do its thing. So that was a crappy navigation choice. But you know, we're gonna let it do its thing. Nicole's over here mumbling under her breath. What the F is going on?
We're gonna get back on 20. We're just gonna do
Well, it's got a little confused, I guess. So that's okay. That's why we do this. There's a cool house. Geodesic dome house.
I don't think that's a house.
Well, it might have used to be. It's part of a church complex, it looks like. Okay, we're stopping awful far back. Luckily, nobody's behind us. And it's creeping. And we got a car coming, and it's gonna dive in front of them.
Yeah,
yep,
cool.
okay.
Let's go.
Well, that was relatively well done. We didn't need to pull out in front of that guy, but we did. Yeah, it's a church.
Oh, it's the Life Church.
All right, so we come up here, these two lanes merge. No interventions, no disengagements. Again, an intervention is if I adjust, if I got to give an accelerator tap, or if I use my turn signals to tell it to go into a lane, and a disengagement is when FSD is turned off completely. All right, so navigation fail, but overall we're doing okay.
Like it just went around a big block.
Basically, it got off Highway 20 and it just went around the block, yep. Okay, good. Now we should merge up here with no issues. We had a good speed change, and so far so good. Okay. And we've got a car approaching from behind, but we're merging over, and then we should see a speed change here in just a second. Yep, perfect. Very well done. Okay, so far so good. We're not making anybody upset. Car is pinching its brakes because this guy pulled out in front of us. All right. Oh, we have a couple jets here up on our left. And those produce what we call the sound of freedom. And the sound of freedom is incredibly loud as they do flight testing. So the pilots will do practice short takeoffs from carriers, and it can be very, very loud, especially when they're going slow. Okay, nice stop. We shouldn't have too many issues. Again, I like this route because we've got a roundabout on it that we'll go through. There's some passing lanes, so we'll see if we get some lane diving, which we saw a little bit ago when it went the wrong way. We also get to go across Deception Pass Bridge, which is absolutely gorgeous, and you got to see a little bit of that with the intro. So good. Again, I'm a little bit harder on the accelerator, but I think that's just me. It was a nice takeoff. Okay, we've got somebody pulling out in front of us, and we've got a scat bus. Let's see how we manage with this. Yeah, very nicely done. And these guys are going to go nice and slow. Okay. All right, so far so good. We're going to go 5 over. Now we should have a passing lane coming up here in a little bit. We'll see what the car does. Again, this version, it seems to want to dive into lanes. Oh, jet just flew across. Dive into lanes ID4 that it can't use. And so that's a little bit, yeah, squirrel. So that's a little bit annoying, but we'll see if that's the case here on this route. Yeah, shit, there was a lot going on there. Hey. I do like the distance the car keeps, but again, people can take advantage of it. Here, not such a big deal. And I should test on this route more often because it is a good challenge for the car. All right, so I don't know if you all saw in the news today, but Volkswagen is in talks. Okay, don't go into this lane. Volkswagen is in talks with Tesla about incorporating the North American charging standard. That was a weird little blinker deal. So more and more cars, manufacturers are going to be using Tesla's charging handle, the North American charging standard. So I think that is just awesome. Especially as the supercharger network gets expanded. So very, very cool stuff happening there. I'm guessing we're going to see Hyundai and Kia next, but we'll wait and see. I know Polestar and Volvo adopted it, so it just more and more manufacturers just keep getting on board. And I don't know if you all saw, but the NEVI funding, New Electric Vehicle Infrastructure funding that the states are getting, they're making it, Washington State and Texas are both mandating that to get the funding, you have to have the North American charging standard, the Tesla standard. So even the states are saying, yep, this is what we want as a standard, and adopting it. Okay, so we're slowing down, not quite sure why. Car's doing good, not trying to dive into any lanes. We did have a weird blinker. My wife hasn't gasped in fear, so I think we're doing good. Got a roundabout coming up in about 1.5 miles. And luckily, this guy in the Dodge Charger behind us is not impatient, so he's not riding my booty cakes. This is a beautiful drive. If you haven't been over to the San Juans, if you're up this way, you gotta go across Deception Pass Bridge. It is just beautiful, and moreover, you gotta park and walk across it. Okay, let's see what the car does here with this turn lane. Good, it didn't dive into it. Now we have a passing lane, so let's see what happens here. Okay, we should be getting over into a slower lane. I'm going to turn my blinker on to do just that. Okay, so that was an intervention. I asked the car to get into the right-hand lane just because I thought that was more proper for the speed we were going. And now we're going to come up here and merge in behind this Jeep, who they should have gotten over too. Again, left lane camping, right? All right, so let's see how the car does. We're going to have a tight merge because this guy's not going real fast. Okay. Yeah, that was nicely done. The car didn't even slam on the brakes. This person in the Jeep could be a better driver, but we won't complain. All right, I don't know how many memes and GIFs I'll put on this video. I might dub in some music. Ooh, good. Here we come up to our roundabout. Let's see how the car does. We want to stay in this lane. We don't want to get over. Slowing down quite a bit, but that's okay. Good. Coming to a stop. And oh, that was really nicely done. Very smooth. Ugh, except for that fucking pothole. Okay. Well, shoot, folks. We're doing really well. One intervention, and that was just for me to get over into a different lane. Now we're going to go through some twists and turns, and then we got to go across the Deception Pass Bridge. So hang in there. Hopefully you're not too terribly bored. But you can always fast forward. All right. Oh, you're fine. I wish we had a motorcycle in front of us. I'd like to see the behavior the car shows with motorcyclists. But I don't know if we're going to be so lucky. I'll have to maybe go on a hunt for that. Leave it in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see me do or try for routes. Oh, here comes a Tesla. And again, we're going to be in California this same time next week, and then heading over to Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. I think we're going to try and go through Roswell and hit the extraterrestrial highway. So love it if you'd hit that like and subscribe. Come along as we take a beautiful road trip across about half of the country. All right. God, the car is just doing awesome. I'm going to have to start maybe making out some more talking points just to keep you guys involved here. I run out of things to talk about. Okay, we're going to be going past what's known as the Deception Pass Beach and State Park. Beautiful place to camp. And I've done a video having the car drive me out of this campground, so if you check that out, you can see how an earlier version of FSD Beta handled driving out of Deception Pass and then taking me home. Okay, good use of brakes. Again, we're doing a really nice job following. And we're going to have some awesome visuals here in just a minute as we go across the Deception Pass Bridge. Beautiful views, and we should see quite a few pedestrians. All right, we're going to juice our speed up just a touch to maintain traffic. And I'm going to look at getting a GIF made up for juicing my speed. That was a great suggestion from one of our viewers, Brian. Great guy. Maybe I'll do something with OJ. No, that'd be in bad taste. Anyway, hit that subscribe. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but I've got membership opportunities now. Not that you don't need to sign up if you don't want to, but you know, if you'd like to throw a little bit of support my way, hey, I'll take it. That's one of the reasons I do this. I do it because it's a creative outlet and I love it. But if I can also make a little cash to help me pay for my new Cybertruck that's coming, I won't complain about that either. All right, beautiful Tesla. Hey there. Cool. Okay, here we come up, and we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of wackadoodle traffic because of the bridge. A lot of sightseers and tourists. And we'll go ahead and dial our speed down just a touch. All right. Epic views through here. Unfortunately, some people also decide it's a good place to jump from. which is terrible because it's a beautiful place. All right, here we come in, and we can see we've got our pedestrians on the screen. Oh yeah, this is just gorgeous. My God, what a beautiful day. Not a lot of people on the bridge right now, but I guess that's to be expected. 4th of July weekend, though, this place will be a zoo starting tomorrow. In fact, all Anacortes will be a zoo. Yep, Tesla. Yeah, just great job. No hesitation, no concern. The car is just handling this like a champ, and this would make a lot of people pucker up. It's not the funnest drive. BMW electric. Yeah, nice. All right, we got a left-hand turn coming up here against traffic. Oh, we got a gaggle of minivans. I wonder if it's like a tour or something. Yeah, damn. All right, we're gonna juice our speed to stay up with traffic. And we've got a turn coming up here in just a moment. Nicely done. Didn't even get upset about that big semi-truck. You can see we've got shadows in here. I call it stippling with the sunlight. No issues. We've got little elevation changes. No issues. Tesla vision is just, I can't say enough about it. 0 interventions, 0 disengagements.
No, you did one.
Oh, one intervention, yeah. And here we've got our left-hand turn. Blinker car, blinker, okay. Very well done. Could have used its blinker a little earlier, but I won't yell too much. Okay, now we're gonna wait. It's a little bit of a blind turn, as you can see. The car can't quite see exactly what's coming, but I think we're gonna be good here. Yep. And there we go. Now we just don't want to shoot off the side. Nice. Oh, that was wonderful. Okay, how can you complain about that? Now I think there is a stop sign up here that used to trick the car, so we're gonna see if it gets fooled by that. We're gonna give it a little bit of juice here. And we are darn near home, folks, so for those of you that have made it all this way, thank you so much for hanging out. I just love you all. You're a great bunch of people. Man, this is great. I wish it acted this nice when I was in downtown Bellingham. Not that it does bad, but it's really like you can do this kind of drive and it gives you so much confidence in this system because it just does it so well with so many different things that come up. And then you take it somewhere else like Bellingham or try and get on I-5 and it just does some goofy stuff and then your confidence is just shattered again. So here comes our tricky stop sign. Oh, good. Nope, that wasn't the spot. Beautiful through here. Probably not the most exciting portion though. All right, here we come up here. Yeah, this is really well done. Beautiful old barn. Really cool. And we've got a couple horse farms up here. And you can see what I talk about when I say people like to haul ass around here, because I'm going 10 over and I'm still way behind that car that was in front of us not too long ago. We're going to go up to 50 just to try and maintain an average pace. And here we come into the fog. This is one downfall of where we live. We're always socked in the first thing in the morning and then until about 1 o'clock with fog. And so it's kind of tricky. You don't know if it's nice in town or if it's crappy. Well, I guess it's a good thing. It makes you get off your butt and go check it out. Well, what do you think, Nicole? This has been a pretty good drive, huh?
Yeah.
No major issues. Keeping me honest. 1 intervention, no disengagements. I believe it was about a 16-mile drive. So I'd say that's pretty good. You could go from Oak Harbor to Anacortes with no disengagements. And funny thing is, folks, I was actually telling my wife, I did this drive, just about a year ago with a 10 dot version. So maybe go back and look for that video, and it did it just fine too. It handled it quite well. So I'm actually was a little bit shocked that there was no issues. I don't know if I should have been, but I was expecting it to have gone backwards a little bit, at least on that long of a drive with that much mixed traffic. So glad to be proven wrong. Try and work on a video about installation on my charger. I've had it installed now, the Tesla EVSE wall charger, for about I think 3 or 4 months now. So I'm going to try and get a video going over maintenance checks that you can do, right? How you can make sure your connections are still good, nothing's getting too hot, and everybody's safe. So we'll be looking to do that video here soon. And then again, a lot of road trip videos coming here next week. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. If we're out on the road, is there anything you'd like us to stop and check out, or we need to stop and check out? We'd love to hear about it. Be me and my beautiful wife and my beautiful daughter having a great old time. Probably see a lot of desert, especially through Nevada and New Mexico. That is such a cool house.
Wow.
Here is the yield, and this is where the car will usually, when we come home, now we've joined back up to a route you all are familiar with, and there's another Tesla. A lot of electric cars around here. Love it. So we've got our left coming up. Should manage it just fine. And I don't think there's anything else too exciting coming, so we may end this video shortly because we're just having a good old time and not having any issues. In fact, I might have trouble finding some stuff to make a short with because it did do such a good job. Funny thing about people, don't mean you folks, my audience is awesome, but I have found with the shorts that people don't really want to see FSD be successful. They like to see the fails. And I guess that's just human nature, right? We all like, not we all, I don't, but a lot of us want to hear the bad news and we don't care about the good. I want to try and focus on the good. I don't give a crap about the bad. There's too much bad news. But you got to get the views, so I like to post the shorts. Oh, very nicely done. I like to post the shorts to get views, and so that's usually when the car makes mistakes. Funny thing. I like to watch it when it's successful, but that's me. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to face any road construction, so we are just about home. We got another mile and a half, so I'll let you hang out with us until we get to the four-way stop, and then we'll call this video good. Have to get on and watch the Inside EVs podcast. I don't know if any of you check that out, but it's wonderful. It's on every Friday at 6:30 Pacific, and it's got Kyle Connor and Tom Malogny and Dominic Yanni and I can't remember the other guy's name from the United Kingdom. Really great podcast. Highly recommend you check it out. Good job. Man, this is great. And we should see a nice speed-based change coming up here. So the car is going to get a warning. It needs to slow down. But
what's great?
Disregard. What?
It's only 10:30 and the fog is burned off.
Oh yeah, that is great. And here we go. We got 25. Now it's immediately going to slow down. Bang. Very well done. Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, yay.
Beautiful out. Good. My daughter's having a friend over, so they can get out and hopefully play outside some. Man, that was really, really, really well done. Okay.
It's usually like a hard stop, not a stop, but
Yeah. And we'll see if it uses its blinkers for some weird reasons up here. But I don't think so. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it does up here. It's kind of hit or miss. Oh, great job. Not slamming the brakes. Nice and smooth. 11.4.4, folks, is close. We're going to do some testing on the interstate, and that's probably where it's going to screw up. And we'll do some more testing in congested downtown driving. That also trips it up sometimes, but it seems to be mostly about lane issues. Okay, and this will be interesting. We got to go around a garbage truck. Or not go around, but we got a garbage truck and traffic that might try and go around. Beautifully done. Scooched and everything. So I'm really impressed. I know there's still some bugs to go, but they're getting closer and closer. And think about this, folks. We've gotten an FSD update every week for like the last, 3 weeks or so now. So they're just coming fast and furious with these. Good. Lovely stop. Yeah, really good.
It hasn't made my anxiety off balance.
Oh, good. So no anxiety for my wife. And limiting max speed for road type, I think, is great. We'll actually go a little slower. And there we are, folks. Oop, got scared about the pedestrian. Avoided them. Wonderful. It was garbage day. That's why everybody's got their cans out. And again, navigating around obstructions very well. So wonderfully well done, Amos. Thank you all for joining me. Just appreciate your time and attention, and I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe. We'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks again.